Okay, hello dear friends. So I got friends asking me about brushes, and there are quite some choices which makes our life harder to make decision, right? Sometimes when we only have one or two things to choose, we do not need to choose, we make the right decision. And sometimes when there are too many things, it makes our life hard. So we will do one by one. This one is a 山水画笔. I started from this brush. It's because it has a very special connection with me. This brush was one of my mother's favorite brush. She used it and paint flower, paint bamboo, paint leaves, paint and applying color. Use it for many purposes. And when I left home, there were a few brushes that was carried with me. It's been 20 years. Not this brush. This one is a new one, and I carry them with me to go to different countries. So this one really has a special connection. Beside this, it's one of a very humble and very tolerant brush, and it has a lot of its own character also. There was one brush I used to open it up, so it's already opened. You can see the brush, the hair is relatively strong and tough. So when you put the hair, make sure if your hair is not opened up, do not bounce it on the table or on the surface. So it kind of bounces back. It's not soft. It's not soft. There is a lot of strength in this brush. It bounce back. So it's quite strong. And the tip of it is very thin. See? Okay, let me try to put on the macro lens if we can. I hope we can find it. It's so... Wow. See? This is the hair. It has a lot of strength. It's a natural hair, comes to the end, and maybe visual hair, maybe a kind of hard hair, winter hair brush. Now this is a natural hair, and here, this one, what we are looking is synthetic brush, nylon or polyester. So you can see this one, the yellow one now here. It does not have that much strength. This is synthetic polyester hair. Now come back, natural hair. So, that's my hand. Natural hair, so much strength. Right? Okay, now I will try to... So this one is polyester hair and Western brush, and it's very good for watercolor and very good for applying color, but there's no tip. This Chinese brush has a very sharp tip. It's like sword, like knife, like needle. So I put some water and we give it a try. And later I will introduce this. This one is magic cloth. It's not magic paper. It's a fabric, magic fabric, and with a layer of coating so that the water, when you use water, it immediately show up the brush stroke. I like to use it. Sometimes I like to use it because of the texture of this paper. This paper is quite rough. Let me give you another. We will take a look at this paper. Right? It's not smooth. There is teeth. There is tools on this paper. So your hand, when you draw on this paper, you feel that paper is grabbing the brush, and especially when you have a strong hair brush, it's even the soft hair brush is it's a very comfortable texture to work with, and it shows up immediately. Let's take a look. See, it shows up immediately. And this brush is just perfect for an A4 size or smaller, something like your hand size painting, or larger than your hand. If you do some gift card and paint on a card, this is a perfect size, this brush. And when it is have water, it is soft. When the water used up, it starts to be stronger. Do I make sense? Because of the water makes the brush soft, and because the water can flow, right? The moisture make the brush soft. And when you almost finish the water, or the ink, or the color, it becomes stronger. It's a very, very sharp tip, a beautiful, and it's just a wonderful brush. And it's not too large, not too heavy, just the right size. You know, sometimes when we hold young children, they need to hold large brush, large pens, the chubby marker and chubby pens, because their hands, the dexterity and the fine motor skill does not develop so well. You need large, and you can feel it. And the smaller the brush, the more delicate your hand have the feeling, right? When you hold something small, tiny, when you hold baby's hand, you feel it's so delicate, right? And you do it softly. And when you hold a huge guy's big hand, you feel strength, and you need to put some strength to do it. And this one is relatively smaller comparing with other brushes. It's kind of small. It's not the smallest. There are brushes even smaller, and very delicate, and it has just the perfect combination of delicacy, what is the word? Delicateness and strength. I love this magic fabric. 水星 Okay, come back to this brush. This brush is good for making some tree trunks and branches, mostly branches. Trunk might be too... Let's do a plum tree. See? Oh, we are a little bit out of the range. Let's do some pine tree. So it's a wonderful brush and very easy to handle. And okay, now what is the difference between this brush and this red hair brush? This is a crab brush. It looks like a crab claw. So here I draw a crab, right? This is the eye. So the crab head. So how many legs does crab have? Forgot. It is the shape of the crab head. It's much like this, right? Right? It's very sharp at the tip, and then have a big belly like. Here it absorbs a lot of water, and the tip is very thin, so it can keep the ink's consistency, and so that you do not need to change to get more water and change too much often. So it makes your painting more consistent. And this one is red hair. It's relatively the same. I really do not feel very much difference of these two. They are all good. And this one, and these two brushes, Crabtree and Crab Claw, and this red hair. This red hair, I think it's dyed. It's not a real red animal, red hair of the animal. It's dyed. They painted, they dyed the hair. And also this one. This one has more strength, and these two are relatively softer. Maybe this one is one of the softest, but still the difference is such a nuance difference. You almost do not notice the difference. Mostly it's kind of love at first sight. You see a brush and you just intuitively have a certain love for one of them, and it is hard for me to decide. I will be just get quite confused, because I already have my love at first sight, and I'm married for so many years. So it's quite, it's hard to get a feeling of love at first sight after so many years. It is that to a brush. I know that feeling, that suddenly you get into, you know which one is your love, right? They are more or less the same, very much the same. And if you ask me to say which one is any difference, I almost cannot say any difference. So I would say you choose whichever one that you feel the most elegant, most beautiful. They are almost the same. See, their manufacturer is the same, and their style of the brush is the same, the sticker is the same. It means they are from the same manufacturer, and they have roughly the same technique and the same working method of making it, and it's just hard decision. So here I have a small crab claw. So let's open it up and take a look. You see, when you open it up, here. When you open it up, you will see nothing actually. You do not see much. Let's try this small. This is very, very, very small brush. It's good for painting a teeny tiny little card, a card of your hand size, and for some detail stroke, Okay, now yeah, there's a lot of water in it. You can see. Can you see it? It's a fat right here. Here is fat. On the belly part is fat, so that it can absorb, holds a lot of water, and what you use is only the tip of the brush, right? You use the tip of the brush, so the tip is very thin and it holds a lot of ink. Make sense? Oh, it's even more. This one is softer. If I say this one is much stronger. Those 山水画笔 is more bouncing, and this one maybe I have too much water, but imagine if you do the hair. Let's do it here. Are we in the right zoom? This is the right zoom, right? I paint it here. This ink get dried too. This water get dried too quick. But you can see how delicate this one can work. And it is small. It's relatively hard to make too much mistake. Make sense? Because it's very thin. Because it's very thin. Right? It's very thin, very delicate, and very soft. And this one is a small size, so I would not suggest using long brush. Long brush, the other time I said, it's like wearing a high heel shoes. It is pretty, it's sexy, but it's just so hard to wear, and it's so easy to be tiring. So you can see I have something in my hand here, because I didn't have any problem. There is no problem at all. I put it because my hand need to touch the paper, and if you work on computer, you know, your hand touch to the table all the time, it becomes very it becomes not comfortable. So I put it here. And if you have a long brush, it's quite not easy to control such a long brush. Sorry, out of range. See, it's not very easy to control. Uh-oh, too fat. Anyway, your hand have to be so careful. And if you have a shorter hairbrush, you just have this much capacity of making mistake, right? And this long hair, you have so much capacity of make it right, also make it wrong, right? And this one, even if you try hard, there's only this much capacity for you to make it wrong. And this medium one, you can do it, make big movement, big action. You can make small action. Anyway, so choose the right brush. I would say, if for detail painting, I just feel that this is one of 工笔草虫. Oh, this one is for 工笔 style. 草虫 is for insects, for butterfly, and draw the line of butterfly and the dragonfly, so that you can draw the butterfly line inside the butterfly, or a dragonfly. Here, let's do a dragonfly. So the dragonfly lines, very thin, like this. Make sense? So these are the brushes that, not this one. This one is just a little, it's pretty to have, but not so used, not so often. When you are comfortable, you hold the pen with the most comfortable situation, the comfortable way, and you are a boss of painting, then you can you totally own it, right? You own it, and you feel, oh gosh, I'm good, I'm the best. I am the best. Even my minimum effort can be better than other people's best effort. So if you are that kind, buy this kind of brush. But otherwise, be cautious and be careful, buy the right size. And I would suggest, if you want to do a detail, this 工笔草虫, this small brush. This 山水 brush is also good. Another brush is this combined hair brush, 尖毫书画. So the hair is combined. It has the gold hair, which is soft, and the inside is wolf hair, or a hard hair. So it has strength inside and very soft outside, to contain a lot of water. Let me see if I have one already opened up. I should have some opened up. I have much more brushes, but just to take too much time to do the explanation. This is a very soft, a beautiful brush, but a bit too soft for beginner. For beginner, use a white cloud. Use bamboo. Oh, this one is another one. 狼毫铁线银钩. 铁线 is iron line. It's like a steel wire. And 银钩, yin is a silver hook. So you see this brush. Oh, what a wonderful brush. Wow. It's like, yeah, it's very hard. Whoa. Whoa. I'm impressed. Gosh. This can do this very thin, very slender stroke for outlining and for pine stroke, and to do some very strong lines. This will be perfect. Gosh, what did I say? I cannot introduce. They are all good. This is pure wolf hair, also good. I'm sorry. I surrender. I cannot make any introduction. Okay, here, this one is this mixed hair brush. Let's take a look. Wonderful. So it's fatter and good for practice, to do some stroke or feet stroke. Oh, I'm touching the. Get away from. this like this very thin chrysanthemum. This is a very good for beginner. You can the right size and the right comfortness. I have like gold hair brush or like this. This is the right size for beginner. Very humble, very forgiving, very compromising. 写意, that's a good brush. It's good for flower painting. Wow, so good. This is a very good brush. They are all good. Use your I am sorry. They are all good. There is no not good brush. If not good, why do I buy it? Makes sense, right? Why do I buy something that's not good? If it is not good, why do I even do it, right? I enjoy all of them. Yeah. Sorry, don't ask me which one is good. They are all good. There is no bad one. There is no bad one. They are all good. They are very comfortable. And I enjoy all of them. So, in principle, to get a beginner brush, you need to have enough hair. You need to have not too long, not too short. This is the right length. This is a typical, beautiful, right size beginner brush. And it's not too thin. It's not too sharp. If you have a brush that's so thin, so sharp, so unforgiving, so mean like this brush, it does have character, and it's just a character that nobody wants to work with, and it does not work well with anybody else. It has its own life. It has its own spirit. You can only following it. You cannot manipulate that much. But this, for a beginner, you can manipulate, you can have fun, you can do something right, do something wrong. So, yeah. Small or medium white cloud or small or medium orchid bamboo. Okay, the magic clothes. Such a wonderful thing. Have a wonderful texture for you to have fun. Sorry, I messed around with that piece. Anyway, that's it. You have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. I love you. I really do.